We have some sad news to report. Over the weekend, Columbine survivor Austin Eubanks was found dead at his apartment in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Austin was just 17 when he was shot twice while hiding under a table in the library. After struggling with addiction through much of his 20s, Austin dedicated his life to helping others through trauma-based addiction. Our own Tori Schulman sat down with Austin last year on the 19th anniversary of the tragedy to talk about his struggles with addiction and the work he was doing.
I wanted to know, was the physical or the mental pain harder to get over?
Oh, mental, 100%.
Wow.
I don't even have to think about it.
You answered right away.
Yeah. When I went into the emergency room after being shot, they likely asked me to rate my pain on the scale of 1 to 10, as they always do. And looking back, I probably would have rated it a 4 or 5. I don't really remember. But if they would have asked me, what is your emotional pain?
Wow.
It would have been off the chart. Almost immediately, I started taking the opiates off label to treat my emotional pain. And that led to a pretty debilitating addiction that spanned the course of my 20s, which ultimately led me to the work that I do today in addiction treatment as it relates to trauma.
In a statement, his family says Austin, quote, lost the battle with the very disease he fought so hard to help others face. Helping to build a community of support is what meant the most to Austin, and we plan to continue his work. Austin's cause of death is still unknown. Tori, I want to begin with you because you sat down with him the longest. I mean, he definitely made an impact on everybody here in the studio.
We all remembered him.
We all remembered him. But what can you share with us about your interview?
The main thing I can remember from Austin is he never felt like a victim. There's some people, when I interview them, you get an energy of they're hurt, they're traumatized, something is weakened. And he just seemed like he was taking on this and moving on and helping others. He ran to the library for security. He saw his best friend get killed right in front of him underneath that table. His hand was shot, his knee was shot,
wow.
And he never ever was asked, how are you doing emotionally? And when I think of Parkland, we've seen survivor guilt, and we've seen a couple people lose their lives post-Parkland shooting. There needs to be a conversation with these guys have traumatic stress syndrome, and that needs to be discussed just as much as surgery. And right. I think if that's his legacy, he started the Foundry Treatment Center here in Colorado. If that's Austin's legacy, that's a good legacy to have.
Wow, it just breaks my heart. I mean, the fact that, you know, we lose so many children in I was going to say in 2019, but really in the last 20 years to school shootings, and then the ones that do survive are shells of themselves.
Yes.
How many kids are we really losing, Al?
It's going to be a generation.
And then family members,
right.
And it just spider webs out.
It's going to be, I mean, like you said, we have people after the fact that are now taking their own lives. I always remember we were showing the Parkland footage when it was happening on TV, and when the SWAT team went in that one class, when that girl put her hands up and they told everybody to put their hands up, her hands were shaking.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked like somebody, like a soldier that was experiencing PTSD. I mean, what we've done to this generation, or should I say allowed happen to this generation, is something we're going to be feeling the effects of for a long time. It's not just if you've survived the shooting, it's a lifelong battle, and we're going to unfortunately see a lot of people lose that battle.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, our thoughts are with Austin's family, and his legacy will definitely live on. Let me tell you, Tori, your words speak very true. We are thinking of you, and may you rest in power, Austin. We'll be right back.